So many potential dog owners have their hearts set on a purebred or a designer dog. They have such a particular idea of what their pet should look like that they wall themselves off from other possibilities. Do they have any idea on what they're missing? In 2019, one English teenager went against the crowd and looked into adopting a canine that was anything but ordinary. He hoped his friends and family would respect his decision, but even more so, he hoped this new dog could help him defeat his own personal demons. Raising Labradors was just another day in the office for this breeder in Kent, England. But when he came across one litter in 2019, the sight was nearly enough to make him run for the hills. It was an overstatement to say that this litter was a disaster. Each pup was technically healthy, but one unusual enough that the breeder doubted she'd ever find a home. Would anyone prove him wrong? Meanwhile, Luke Salmon of nearby Orpington was having another tough day. The 15-year-old felt alone, helpless, and very sure that he didn't want to go back to school the next day. Still, he didn't have much choice. He knew school was important for his future, but a couple of his classmates made the experience a living hell. These bullies tormented Luke every day, taunting and humiliating him just because he was a little bit different. In the grand scheme of things, what set Luke apart was remarkably minor. He suffered from psoriasis, a condition that formed itchy, scaly patches on his skin. But the bullies latched onto this disease and wouldn't let Luke forget about it. His mom, Lauren, tried to look out for him, but Luke needed more than a maternal figure to cheer him up. He needed a consummate friend and ally. That realization got him thinking one night. Taking a break from his homework, Luke began surfing the internet for dogs. There were more adoption websites than he could keep track of. He was almost ready to close his browser when one photograph made him stop cold. On his screen, Luke beheld a black lab, just a few weeks old, but he'd never seen a dog quite like this one before in his life. The pooch had 6 legs, with an extra pair protruding from the front. Luke mentioned the 6-legged canine to his mom, who was becoming increasingly worried about his well-being. She hadn't seen her son so excited about something in quite a while. So Lauren knew exactly what she had to do. With that, the extra-limbed Labrador became part of the Salmon household. Any doubts that the novelty factor of the canine would wear out soon vanished. She seemed just as fun and easygoing as any other dog. The instant they met, Luke and the lab became inseparable. She followed him all around the house and slept on his bed every night. However, there was still a matter of her name. Luke and Lauren thought out some inspiration. One of the dog's most distinct characteristics was her habit of hopping along on her hind legs while holding her front fore in the air. It kind of reminded them of another animal. The Salmons realized the pup moved around just like a kangaroo. With that, she officially became Rue. She seemed as happy as she could, but naturally raised a lot of questions from friends and neighbors. After just one encounter with Rue, however, it was clear to everyone that she could do just about anything any other dog could. Maybe her physical limitations kept her a little less active, but the extra legs weren't hurting anything. Still, Lauren did ponder various options to improve Rue's quality of life. She'd seen videos of dog wheelchairs that could help the pooch walk and run more comfortably. But before she did anything drastic, Lauren wanted an expert opinion. She reached out to Dr. Noel Fitzpatrick, star of the TV program The Super Vet, about sizing up Rue. But whether he makes house calls or not, the Salmon family isn't too worried about their newest addition. Her special legs don't cause her any pain, and it's easy to see just how full of life she is, said Lauren, adding, there are not many dogs like Rue out there. And this one-of-a-kind furry friend fit right in with the other animals of the Salmon household. Rue befriended their Jack Russell Terrier, 2 cats, and gigantic French lop rabbits. Still, Rue knows who her best friend is. She'll always be closest to the boy who saved her from homelessness, though she saved him as well. Luke feels like the odd one out because of his condition, and now he's got a best friend to match, Lauren explained.